Welcome back to the channel and welcome to this episode of Mark's Garage. We are here with the 2024 Honda Goldwing, and in Wisconsin it is late November. The weather is turning for the worst, meaning temperatures, highs in the 40s, chance of flurries, all that kind of thing. Great for deer hunting, but not so much for motorcycling. And so at the end of the season here, there's a few things that I like to work on that I really don't do during the regular riding season. And the one thing that we're going to do today is windshield maintenance. So what happens is that over the course of a riding season, of course, all the bugs, all the stuff that hits the windshield, you clean it on a regular basis. But what you don't get at is what's behind the windshield, the mechanism, the fairing protector, all those plastic parts. So what we're going to do today, most of you might know how to take the windshield off, but we're going to just walk through taking the windshield off, giving the windshield a really end of season cleaning, and we're going to clean up the bike at those spots that normally you can't get to. So that's next. Glad you could come along today. Well, the first thing we're going to do here is raise the windshield. So to do that, we're going to turn on the bike. And we'll use the windshield button there. And then if you hold the button up with your thumb and then turn the bike off, the windshield will stay in this upper position. That's pretty nice. Makes it really easy to remove and do your windshield maintenance. What works out really nice is this small little hex tool. This happens to be 3/32, but what it does is it allows you to, where the little rivet is, the push rivet, allows you to pop that little center piece just like that, and then the rivet is able to be removed. You can do that with your fingers. You can get a small screwdriver, but so you want to do that on both sides with your little hex tool. Get right in the center. There we go. And now this little pop rivet, you can remove it. With just a little bit of upward pressure on these outside finishing covers, the pop rivets come out real easy. So there's number one. And you want to reset those, of course. Push that back in like that. Set that one down. Let's get this other one out. There we go. And we'll reset that. The windshield screws, there's two on each side, and they utilize a 5mm hex. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to use the 5mm hex tool. Loosen those up. This is a good time also to just verify that the correct washers are on here. So what I mean by that, we'll take this off. There's a couple of things going on. So with the windscreen, what you have is a clear washer, okay, and then you have a rubber, kind of a black plastic, I should say. So there's two washers. The white or clear one is the one that goes against the windscreen. Taking this last bolt out, it's a good idea to just hold this windscreen with one hand. It does fit over, the windscreen shape is designed to fit over some bosses, so more than likely it won't come off of there. There's these round bosses, but if then with just a little bit of wiggle pressure outward, that's where these round bosses fit there. So now we have the windscreen off. So you're going to want to find a nice little table or a workspace where you can put down a microfiber cloth, and just giving you a shot here of, you can see all the dirt and grime and all those kind of things here that we can clean up. And how easy is it to clean the whole windshield with it completely removed. Then as we move over to the Honda Goldwing itself, there's lots of bugs and grime that get caught underneath, you know, the mechanism right there. And this just really opens that up for you so you can do some proper cleaning at the end of the season. My favorite product to use, which I've talked about in some other videos, is Bugslide. So this is a cleaner, a polisher, and a wax, and it works really good on these polycarbonate style windshields. So you can see right here, lots of debris that you can't really get at. So how great is it to be able to clean this up? We're doing the inside here first in this area. And we'll flip this over right here. And now we'll do the outside. There's more on the outside than there was on the inside, but this is going to make a huge difference. Yeah. All right. Basically back to all clean and brand new. Boy, does this make it easy to be able to clean up this underside of the windscreen, all the bugs that get stuck up in there. Even the brackets that hold this, they get a little bit of dirt and grime in them. Boy. So now with everything cleaned up, we can reattach the windscreen to the bike, and you want to just center those round holes in the windscreen to the round holes. There we go. You actually flex the windscreen just a little bit. I'm going to put one, I'm just going to hand thread in one of the bolts just so this doesn't go anywhere. So there we go. Then we can put the rest of the screws in. It's good to get them started by hand, just to make sure you know that the threads are correct. There's that one. There we go. Okay, those are all finger tight. Now we can snug those up with our wrench and we'll be all set. Okay, snug these up by hand. We'll just kind of do this in a cross pattern. You don't need to, these will tighten up and seat fairly quickly. There we go. So now we'll just give these one little snug there. All set. Now it's time to insert our finishing cover. Again, you got this little hook here, and so that fits into that hole. Like so, and then we slide it up just like that, and we'll get the other side done as well. There. So, okay, those are both in. Now we'll put the push pins in. Okay, time to put the push pin in, and now with the rivet all set for fastening, there we go, that's seated, and then you just push that in to set it. There we go, you hear a little pop. That's it, we'll do the other side and we're done. Alright, it is time to go ahead and put in this other pop rivet. We have that set correctly. We'll hold this front cover, get that inserted flush, and then push the little pin. There, it clicked. We're all done. And here you have it, the finished product. All cleaned up, all bugs removed, front and back. Turned out really nice. Hope this has been helpful for you. Thank you for joining me on today's episode in Mark's Garage and learning a little bit about what I do with end-of-season maintenance related to the windshield on the Honda Goldwing. Really appreciate you tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Thank you to all the subscribers to Mark's Garage. Really appreciate that. And as always, and until next time, take care.